All right, welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Yeah, OmniBlade. So OmniBlade is still busy. OmniBlade is still busy with setup related things. In OmniBlade we trust. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Otherwise, I will just wait for your next updates. Good. I think there also have been several other people already that made their own spins to get it to compile. Right now, it seems like there are multiple ways to like build it up and make it compile and make it run. I think the way OmniBlade does it will be technically correct to the original game. So I think the first goal is really to try use everything that the original game used, so that it's really exactly the same runtime. For the most part, I think the miles and the Bing stubs, they're not part of that because they're proprietary or whatever the word is, yeah, but I think some of the other ones, they have open source licenses. Okay, good. That's fine. Okay, looks like Huntfield was successful now with this building. That's nice. Just click on it, opens and closes. Let's see. CD to the root, CMake, preset VC6, then it should generate all the intermediate stuff required to actually compile, link the code, then you do CD build VC6 and make, and then the build should begin. Building, well done. Stop. Uh-oh. Looks like you're missing DirectX 8 SDK. Sure, no, C++. Yeah. Cannot open include file. Yeah. Okay. Okay, how about we also try to compile it? But maybe just after, there was one more thing I would like to do. I think we need a issue report. We need an issue report for let's make this a bit smaller. Wait, actually, let me double check that there's no such thing already open. W3D. Yeah, I think we have no report for this. Implement W3D to W3X XML. Implement W3D to W3D compiler. It needs to compile a plain text version of a general's compatible W3D file and build a W3D file from that plain text file. It needs to compile a plain text file of a general's compatible W3D file and build a W3D file from that plain text file. Yeah. Labels is what is a label? It is major. It is enhancement. I don't know what else. It needs to compile a plain text file with Janus compatible file and build a W3D file from that plain text file. From a plain text file. The first milestone does not need to support all possible all W3D chunk types, and can simply and only needs, the first milestone does not need to support all W3D chunk types. It needs to support the used or compatible chunk types for generals. Also, W3D XML to go. First milestone does not need to support all W3D chunk types. It needs to support the used or compatible W3D chunk types for generals. Does it need more? First milestone does not need to support. It needs to support the used or compatible W3D chunk types for generals. Compatible W3D chunk types. It does need a feature to sort does need a feature to sort contents, to sort chunks and contents. If we consider using Blender using, it does need a feature to sort chunks and contents if we consider using Blender generated W3D files, because Blender cannot preserve orders, at least not with the let's search for repositories. That's wrong. Blender here, this one. At least not with the Blender plugin. It eventually does need a feature to sort chunks and contents if we consider using Blender generated W3D files in our build pipelines for game data, because Blender does not preserve orders, at least not with the Blender plugin. Compile a plain text file of a general's compatible W3D file. First milestone does not need to support all the W3D chunk. It needs to support the used or compatible W3D chunk types for generals. I think there was some information. Tool development. Here. You can add this as a comment. Yeah. Let's create this. Implement W3 to W3D compiler. Okay. QEL. I scraped all the 8000 W3D. I don't know. My voice is gone right now. In the merged folder of 0 hour on this, and found that out of these chunks mentioned in wdunk, only 56 are in use. Below is a list of chunks in use and their frequency. Let's copy this list here. Okay. Another one, bit channel only exists in the German language pack and no one else. Okay. And another one, this, which exists only in the German language pack and nowhere else. Okay. Okay. Let me assign this to Dev Genius Code, aka QEL, because he previously worked on this. Assigned to Dev Genius Code because he did investigate and start drafting. He did investigate and start drafting codes for it. Assigning did previously. Yeah, this is a really important tool. When we get this, it will be fantastic. So yeah, anyone dumping time into this effort is time well spent. Very important that we get this into our build pipeline. Yep. Very important. Good. Okay, I think that, yeah, that was the thing I wanted to cover. Let's see if we can help here with, or just try to do the same that Hanfield does right now, with compiling the version that OmniBlade has already put. OmniBlade is typing something here. It's really nice to see that people are so enthusiastic about getting this thing to run. So I do have the Visual Studio 6 portable bundle here that OmniBlade has put together. So how about let's use this as our reference. So we have super hackers. Let's put that here. Let's say general's game code CMake build. Yeah, let's put the script here. Let's see. We do edit. If CMake does not launch, can copy and paste it to command line. Yeah, I think I had this when I tried with SimNG. So it does this, and then what did they say? CMake preset VC6 CMake preset. Preset VC6. So I think what we do is CMake preset VC6, and then this projects. Let me make this a bit larger so you can see it as well. Projects. Super hackers. Generals game code build. Preset VCC make preset VCC CD build VC6 and make. Okay, I'm a bit run from the build folder. Reads make files. Okay, I'm not sure if I follow here what he says. CD build VC6. CMake preset VCC. Okay, let's just do what he says here. Let's actually open it just a command line. I'm not sure if we can like punch it in here and that would work. Let's actually, hold on. Let's go to generals game codes. Where do I have? Ah, game data. Yeah, game data. Right. Game code. There we go. And we do. Okay, hold on. Remove this again. CD D this, and then we run this. Okay, and then we do, what did it say? CMake preset that thing, right? So we run this one here. That's just my local CMake location, so I run it like that. Okay, so it does something. Errors occurred. Configure incomplete profile. I think I saw this before somewhere for profile. Yeah. Let's download that thing and put it to assembly armada. No, super hackers game codes. What was it? Here, generals and decode libraries, and then what? Source profile, test. Okay, save that. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, and then so it has now created this folder. So next step would be cd build VC6, right? So we go into this folder, right? There we go. And then what did I say? What was next step? And make. I think I don't know if nmake will work. Maybe we should be explicit and say which nmake we want. I think if we go here, Visual Studio 6 bin nmake this one. Let's be specific. So it should be this one. Bin /nmake.exe. And that's it, just nmake. Okay. Let's try that. See what it does. Yeah. That works. I didn't copy any binaries into the library folder, so see if we run into any missing dependencies, which is possible. I do have the DirectX 9.0 Summer SDK installed. I'm not sure if it will find it with a path. Environment variables, maybe, maybe not. Yeah. Okay, we'll just let it build. Let's see what has been spammed in here. This is great learning experience then. Remember, I ran the build loads of times. You say getting an error, fixing it, and then moving on. How come the profile CMake is missing? I clean up my commits so it's easier to see what changes I made. Yo, the code versus it just dumped in there when I get a chance. Not processing. Try it, get error. Try it, get error. Workout fix. Try again. Okay, so we also have error. We also have DirectX error. Okay, there is 3DX8 mask. I remember, wasn't this also a problem with... I thought that this was also a problem with SimNG. What did I do there? I'm not sure. Depths. Builds. That builds. D3DX8 mask.h. I mean, it should be here. Let me see. This summer SDK, it has include direct D3DX mask. It's here. And probably it doesn't look into this path, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. No, then we need to maybe symbolic link it. Do you symlink? Do you just symlink? Do you just symlink dx into the folder, into the lib folder? That would be my first instinct here. So we take where do we go? Generals game code, generals MD code, yeah, codes, libraries. Yeah. Why is that include? And then that's kind of weird. So maybe it's enough if we simply do the include lib. Yeah, these two, maybe. I'm not sure. Let's try it. Pick link source and drop a symbolic link. Yeah. And let's try to build again. No, it did not find it. Does it maybe want this? Maybe, hold on. Include lib. I'm not sure. Source. Okay, so here the go. Okay, so maybe here we put the where we don't have source. Okay, how about this folder? Move these guys. I'm not sure where it looks. How about we put the lib stuff in here? Let's just pick link source and put that here. Symbolic link. That looks very hacky though. I'm not sure if that is proper. And include. include. Well, that doesn't make sense, does it? Can we cannot open source file? Cannot open source file. Yeah, I wonder how this. Okay, let's look at the CMake list. It's subdirectory. Okay, maybe it doesn't look into this thing at all. That could be the case. Yeah. Let's remove this. Yeah, I'm not sure where to put the DirectX. I thought it would be a matter that we drop it somewhere and then it just works. But maybe that's not the case. We probably would have to create a CMake in here and then that this understands where to look. I'm not sure. Where does build look for? Where does build look for DX includes right now by default? Maybe they do it with environment variables. Like you can put this on the path and then it will find it, and same with the include files. Or do you put it in environments vars? Yeah, I guess we could put this into environment variables, but that sounds hacky. I wouldn't want to do that. I wonder, how did we do it in the other projects? In SimNG, how did it find it there? I'm confused. SimNG. Nope. There's only STL port. Ah, right. So this is not. How do we do it here? Alt DX. Okay. I see. So maybe. I mean, what we can try is we just take all these guys, we symlink them, and we put them here into, where's the folder? Game code, channels MD code, libraries, source, this one. And then we put all the files in here. I'm not sure. Maybe. Let's see. I just put this in the root. Okay, this makes sense. Dependencies. Yeah, dependencies. And the root CMake. Yeah. Link directories. Yeah, but yeah, that sounds reasonable for now. But that means I would have to edit this file. I would like to not touch any files that OmniBlade will touch anyway, right? So I wonder where OmniBlade has put this. Maybe by default it is looking somewhere and it will just include live. I have a portable DX installed too. Did I source link? Did I source like the VC6 part? I am recording a video right now with just testing this OmniBlade's build. I can make a separate video once we have clean pipeline, clean builds pipeline. Yeah, right now it's just experimental. OmniBlade will put more work and make it better, and yeah, right now we're just experimenting and having fun. Yeah, I do wonder where there's the DirectX, like, it's not clear to me, like, if it can't, I mean, it has to be somewhere in the CMake where it looks, right? It has to be in the CMake somewhere, and there's no other way. Because we don't use the we don't use the original solution files for Visual Studio 6, or do we? I don't think so. Success. Oh, Hunfield has built it. Very nice. Okay, so then let's go to CMake lists. Okay, I mean, we can try this here. Where do we want to put it? I think just anywhere. Include directories, dependencies. I don't know why this is uppercase. Link directories. And then we say dependencies. What was it? DX90. Oh, I forgot. DX90 SDK. SDK. And then we symlink it to this one. Libin includes, pick link source, drop as symbolic link, and let's see what this does. Fatal error. Okay, still the same error. I cannot find this. Do we maybe need to regenerate the solution? That could be. CD. Or maybe not. Where's the nmake? Here. But I think that changed nothing. It will probably still error. No. It is not finding it. We did save it, right? DX90 SDK, yeah. Let's double check that it's in there. D3 DX8, D3 DX8 mask.h, yeah. It's here, I mean, uppercase, lowercase, that doesn't matter. It's not finding it, so something is wrong. Link directories. Does it have to be put include directories. Does it have to be put somewhere else maybe? Yeah, it could be that maybe it's too late. Let's put it earlier. Let's put it here. Let's see if that works. Let's make it full screen to adore adore the compilation. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like this has made the trick, moving it higher up before it goes into this one here. I think that was the culprit. Yeah. 25%. A quarter is built. The game is done. Almost complete. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Yeah. Get a lot of spams here. Peckerman. Yeah, I'm not opening the private chats here for now. Yeah, we'll do it later. Allow every general to see and take scraps. I think we already talked about this. Comes from the fact that if you manage to capture GLA, you still won't be able to see or grab scraps. If you manage to capture GLA, you still won't be able to see or grab scraps. Oh, that's interesting. Let's open it here. I appreciate that there's now some activity here in our issue reports. It's nice. Very nice. What are these two here? You can't use carpet bomb if you upgrade your command center with mines. Okay, apparently it was already fixed. You can't add neutron mines for boss General Scudstorm. Or also fixed. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Things are being taken care of. Disable the ability to sell a structure if it's being captured. Oof. In other Command & Conquer games, this isn't an issue because even if you sell your structure, the engineer can just capture another building instantly. In the general series, you can easily avoid, let's make it a bit larger, avoid the consequence of your structure being captured by simply selling them before the enemy finishes capturing. In addition, the enemy won't get the money if you successfully capture while the building is selling itself. So yeah, you may lose the building, but your enemy won't get it and you get 50% cash back. I think that disabling the option to sell a building if it's being captured is a good way to balance it, just like how CPU players won't attempt to sell the structure you're capturing. You should still be able to prevent capturing if you sell your building before your enemy even started to capture your building. Yeah, I mean, it certainly is a controversial issue, and I think it's more like a design question. It's not a bug. So it's design and it's all factions, controversial design. Is there anything else? Any other label? I don't think so. No. No, it's a design question. I personally, never took issue with the way the cell works. The cell and capture works. It is risky. It is risky to. It's risky to reveal Lotus, to reveal China Lotus, to do a capture, to try do a capture. Well, I mean, actually not. Like if you have the Lotus next to a super weapon and you force a cell of the super weapon, that's still a win, right? The Lotus still made good use, right? So like forcing the cell of a command center, for example, super weapon, is still powerful. So it is still powerful to force the cell of command centers or super weapons or supply centers. Let's say it can be risky to reveal China Lotus to try do a capture, but it is still powerful to force a cell of command centers, super weapons, or supply centers. Yeah, that's my immediate opinion on this. I don't feel strongly about it. I don't know what other people think. Yeah, I mean, it's not a big thing, I would say. We can also add a label for severity, and I think it's a minor thing. Well, yeah, it's a minor. I would say it's minor. If this was like some sort of bug, then maybe major, because it's quite a fundamental thing. But I think it's a minor design decision. Allow every general to see and take scraps. Right. A similar issue of whether to add the feature to other armies has been discussed several times before. Shall USA and China be able to collect scrap? Scrap crates can be removed by placing scaffolds. Not sure if it should be available only when you capture GLA. What if I manage to steal just a Marauder tank with neutron mines shells? I think the ability to see them be always available. That way, if you somehow lose GLA, they won't just disappear from your view, resulting in another bug. Well, but if you're... The thing is, yeah, it's like... So basically, his proposal would be to show the scraps if you have at least one GLA unit that could pick it up, like a worker or a rocket man or a tank, right? That can pick it up. Yeah. Maybe if you own a GLA command center, then you will be able to see and use scraps, giving that command center some sort of use. Well, I mean, I think that's even more controversial. So my suggestion would be maybe show GLA scraps if any player has at least one GLA unit that can pick up scraps. on the world. That would be a reasonable assumption. Like, yeah, if I steal GLA tech, but the thing is then, it also means that, like, if you're China and USA, it would make them stronger, because right now the status quo is if they capture GLA tech, which is rare, to be honest, doesn't happen often. And the typical scenario is actually that a German snipes a dozer and steals, and GLA gets a tech, right? It's unlikely that, well, Lotus, maybe if player is distracted by something, Lotus could manage it, but USA very rarely captures, because the Rangers, yeah, they take a eternity, sit there 5 minutes and capture. Yeah, maybe show GLA scraps if any player has at least one GLA unit that can pick up scraps in the world. Yeah, let's make a comment. I don't know if it's a bug. I think it's yeah, enhancement. I would say design, and I think it's minor. Yeah, it certainly is controversial. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see if it has compiled. Oh, we not get another error. Oh, okay. Error. Missing storage class or type specifier. Interesting. Let me post this in a dev chat. Let's also add a clap here. I have compile error, maybe probably because wrong DX version. I used DX 9.0 2004 summer SDK. Can someone send the right one? Actually, I think I still have it somewhere as well. I probably have it somewhere as well. Yeah. Yeah, syntax error. What do we have here? Yes, unassemblize is usable. It can be extended to unassemblize is usable. It can be extended to do more things. But I will not do it because I no longer care. OmniBlade's would still need to merge the pull to get it into mainline. No. Okay, let's take this one then. Okay, let's download this one. There we go. DX9 SDK. Is this an installer or is this portable? DirectX 9.0 SDK. Where's the download button? Huh? Download options. Executable. It's an executable. Okay. Okay. Okay, let it download. Yeah, looks like the SDK that I have is not compatible. I use this one actually for Gentoo, this one, since the very beginning already. Yeah, it worked for DirectX 8 just fine. Yeah. Maybe it's not the 100% correct one, but it worked just fine. Yeah. Okay, I really appreciate that there is some action here again on the repositories. Very nice. Oh, Stobiax is adding some comments to the English language. That's nice. DM Greeny has also pushed a lot of fixes to the pending reviews for all the text fixes. This is also something that we could continue looking at. So basically, yeah, he's making a lot of text fixes to all the languages. We are doing reviews and he has to fix it. So yeah, it's a lot of work. Yeah. Let's see. Make command centers more valuable. In most, Fire Rain is really on fire here with this reports. In most games, especially if you're playing as a GLA, most players will simply sell their command center to get 1000 cash bonus, allowing for a greater success with rush tactics. GLAs can take the most out of it since they're basically not risking anything by doing it, since they can still build workers from supply stations. That's true. And the command center doesn't even provide radar or provide any general powers in our game. That's true. The GLA command center is uniquely useless in the beginning. Actually, the GLA command center is counterproductive because it takes so much space and blocks you from building in your home base, right? So it must go. You must sell it so that you can properly build your massive amount of GLA buildings or the markets. You need space for this, right? My idea for this issue was to require the command center to be able to build power plants, barracks, or the GLA supply stage. This makes command center more valuable and make players think twice before selling their command center. Well, I mean, GLA doesn't have power plants. Oof. I'm very skeptical of this. I mean, we leave it open here, but I'm very skeptical of this because it's like really fundamental design, and I like it would need a very strong reason for this. I don't see it. So I would put controversial design, design minor, Chile. Yeah. Well, how do we say? I mean, he's right. GLA command center is useless in the early game. But does it mean it has to be changed? I don't know. I don't think so. You're right. The GLA command center is uniquely useless in the early game. and maybe even counterproductive by wasting space, by wasting valuable space in the home base, but we would need very good reasons to change this kind of thing. This applies for all generals, not just GLA. Oh, well, for the other generals, the command center is useful at the start. For the China and the USA, because they get the radar and they can build dozers, right? So I would say this is a unique. I mean, you asked to remove it, so I will remove it. You're right, the GA command center is uniquely useless in early game and maybe even counterproductive for wasting valuable space in the home base, but we would need very good reasons to change this kind of thing. I think personally, I think the original design is okay. Yeah, I personally wouldn't change it because, yeah, I mean the players are used to this. Maybe there's some nice things that could be done. Maybe there's some interesting ideas. I mean, he's not suggesting anything that would make it more valuable. Maybe if someone has like an idea, like, hey, if we add this to the command center, it is nicer. And then players wouldn't sell it. Yeah, maybe there could be. Yeah, we could add something, but yeah, that's new feature, right? To add more content to the game, to make it more interesting, make it more versatile. Yeah, maybe there is such a thing that could be done. I don't know. I don't have a strong opinion on this thing. No. Good. Stobiak says, I think it's best not to deviate from the original design too much and that it's fine to keep it as a perk of being GLA. Like a businessman sees opportunity and an artist sees color, a GLA general sees scrap. That's a prophet. Prophecy. GLA general sees scrap. Yeah. That's good. I don't know. I don't think it's the best approach. It's just keeping it as is. I'm not saying you should get access to Scud launchers as non-GLA, but scraps should still be possible for any army as they don't require any general power from the GLA. There's nothing inherently negative about keeping a particular mechanic the way it is. It can easily be viewed as intentional design and it thematically fits. Yeah, I mean, if there's a good reason to change it, I mean, this could be something that is maybe can be optionally implemented, right? So, like the game code would provide the option to implement this, and then like in the game data ini, you have a switch where you can say, I want to enable this kind of behavior, and then you enable it, and so that mods can enable this kind of behavior. Does it need to be in a multiplayer patch? I don't know. I have my doubts that this would be popular. But yeah, certainly it's reasonable to have like different kinds of implementation strategies for this kind of thing. Yeah. We have more here. Adding custom icons. What is this? In general, it's 0 hour in the end screen result, and in observer view, all the army icons use the same USA, GLA, and China icons, which makes it impossible to determine who was what again. I think we had this already tracked somewhere else, no? Faction. Let me search for score. Score screen. No. Faction icon. No, maybe it's not an issue report. But yeah, I remember we had this somewhere. This came up. Maybe it's part of a discussion. I think there we have like a menu improvements topic where we put some notes here. Maybe it was in here. No. But yeah, this is certainly something that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so the download finished. Then let's try this. It is an installer. Okay, I hope it just installs fine next to the. Let's put it. Let's put the unzip here. Ah, it's an unzip. Okay, let's put a dx temp. Unzip. Is it an installer or is it just loose files? Oh. 5,000 files. This is a setup. Ugh. Okay. Let's try this one. Oh, wow. Oh, that works. Oops. Bin. Well, it's already loose. I mean, we don't need to install it. Yeah, it's already good. Yeah. Then I think what we just do is we copy this thing and we put it here. Let's add a new folder here. And we call it Microsoft DirectX 9.0 SDK. And then we drop that in here. Continue. Yes. And my screen is black right now for you. Can we get it back? There we go. I'm not sure how long it was black for. Hopefully not too long. Yeah, it's every time there is like this UAC prompt, then the recording goes black. So that's a bit bad. Yeah. I guess I need to review the video, like if there was a period of blackness, could be. Yeah. Okay, we get a lot of spam here right now. It's getting very active here. I really appreciate this. Okay, so we have these two. Let's create a pig link source, and let's put it into here, and let's see if that SDK works better. Let's double check that the files are in here. Yeah, mask is here, and the DirectX 8 lib is also in there. Okay, so that, let's see what it does. I expect it needs to rebuild all the object files now that reference DirectX in any way. Yeah. Okay, so these are the steps we did here. First, VC vars, but then we CMake preset, and that generated the build VC6 folder, and then we went into that folder and then did this. Right. We should probably put the CD thingy in here. Here, CD. Yeah. Let's remove this one here. Okay, it looks like we got past the error. Yeah. All these file names look very familiar from Thyme. Johnville did a lot of effort on all the W3D stuff. Oh my god, it took so long time. But I think all W3D related stuff, so the 3D engine stuff related things, it was all Microsoft Studio, Microsoft, okay. Something, okay. Class. Okay, so it linked and then cannot open input file debug help.lib. Okay. Interesting. Let's run it once more to see if it is persistent. Strange that it now builds some things again. Huh. Like, why would it rebuild some of the CPP files? That's strange. Huh. Okay. But this seems to be persistent when linking. Let me post that here. Server browser, like other games. I don't know what that means. Anyone can host a server without having to modify the game. Anyone can host a server. The problem is if you have different backends, then they won't be able to matchmake. That's a problem. Let me write the comment here. Master server. Existing game directories, perhaps something as conjuncts. Yeah, let me reply to this. The problem is if we have multiple servers, then players won't be able to matchmake across the boundaries. Unless the servers unless the servers themselves speak with each other to share user information, but that seems unlikely to be useful unless we really need a distributed, I mean, that doesn't make sense. No, let me not add that comment. The problem is if we have multiple servers, then players won't be able to matchmake across the boundaries. It's won't be able to matchmake with players from other servers of that kind or any other kinds. Yeah. So let me say that let me say thanks. That SDK worked properly. Properly. Link error. Linker error? Linker error da. Shitty debug help. Always causing issues. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so DM Green, he has a lot of pending thingies here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Add missing text lines. Add missing text lines. What is that? Let's see. Ah, okay. I'll get some help from you to correct this Arabic lines. Is this tooltip actually used in the game? Yeah. Let's review it another time. That's yeah. I won't be doing it now. Okay, so we do have it. I mean, it's 100% compiled, but there is a linker error. Yeah. Debug help.lib. Why could that error? Why is it looking for that? Why is it not finding it? Debug help. It is debug help DLL is a DLL from Microsoft. Maybe it needs a Microsoft SDK for this thing. Linking fatal cannot open file game engine. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this debug help lib. Cannot open input file debug help. Do we know where this comes from? EA browser dispatch. Browser dispatch. Browser dispatch. Game engine device lib. Well, we got past that. Game engine debug, game engine device. I don't know. Yeah, it seems to be related to this thing here, browser dispatch. Browser dispatch. Can we look at this thing? Generals MD. Codes. Libraries. Lib. Wait, I already forgot what it was. EA library source EA browser dispatch. Library source EA, there it is. Okay, EDL. Okay. EA browser dispatch. Browser dispatch. Yeah, so it doesn't work with this, at least for me. EA browser looks for this debug help and I don't have it. Why? I don't know. It has worked for others, so it seems to be a problem unique to me. Debug help lib. I mean, it would have been, it would be part of like any modern SDK. So if we look at Visual Studio SDK, well, there's no debug help here, right? No. Debug help. Let me search here. Debug help. No. Nope. Let's search here. Debug help. Nope. Okay, then let's see this one here. 2020. Is that recent or not? Visual Studio 12. So this is 2008. So 2008, 10. I don't know which version this is. Perhaps it's in here. 2019. Where's the 2022? Microsoft SDKs. Windows Kits. Aha. Pin. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe here. Microsoft Visual Studio, Microsoft SDKs, Windows. Oof, what is this thing? What is this? Okay. That looks wild. Yeah, I don't know where that would be. I also had this error. I just threw this in lib. I wonder where this is supposed to come from. Let me clarify where this comes from. It appears to originate from EA browser. What was the name? EA Ugh. EA browser dispatch. Dispatch. Actually, that's not true. This is just compiling the C. Actually, hold on. Yeah, no, it's just compiling the C. That's not related. No. Yeah, I don't know. Changing release to debug. Compile fine. Debug help, yeah. Yeah, but this can't be a solution to like everyone putting in a debug help lib. So we need some solution to this thing. But yeah, let me get that thing and put it somewhere. Where are we? Debug help lib. Let me just put here a folder debug help for now. Debug help. Put that in there. And then in the CMake lists, we put link directories, debug help, debug help, lib, debug help lib. Okay, let's see if that works. DS speaker direct out. Everyone trying to get it to run. Yeah. Well, this is cutting edge right now. I think the easiest path here is to simply wait what OmniBlade is cooking up next, because yeah, I think he has it well under control. But yeah, it's nice to try things and learn a bit along the way. Okay, let's see if it is linking now. Yeah, that worked. So we have successfully built it, at least with the method that OmniBlade has prepared. I can confirm that linking against it fixed the compile error, fixed the linking error, link error. We will definitely need a solution for that if it persists. Good. And where does it generate it? Let me see. Where are we? Game code. Run? No. In here, right? No. Wait. Where does it put it? Game code. Build. Does it put it here? Well, let's do the following. I don't know where I just put that thing, but we can search here 0hour.exe. You should find it. There we go. And of course, I cannot see the path because Windows doesn't show it. Ah, it's in build VC6. Where? Ah, here, there it is. Okay. Yeah, there it is, 0hour.exe. Cool. That's nice. Okay. Yeah. But already nice progress. Already nice progress. Compiles and runs. I haven't tested the running, but it does compile. That's good. Heil OmniBlade, Lord and Savior. Good. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, what's the time? 1 hour 25. I probably want to take a little bit of fresh air, take a break. I'm really happy here with the activity in the various discords and forums and private messages. People asking to how can I contribute? Maybe I can address this also here. I guess just contribute to the repositories. I link them in every video. You can just like open issue reports, enter discussions, or you can make pull requests for things if you have something good. I think there is always value in like opening an issue report before jumping on some big thing, right? To just discuss it like, hey, should we do this? What's the best strategy? This and that. Because it doesn't hurt to talk about things before like dumpster diving into it and just trying. Because it can often happen, and it happens to myself as well, that I try something and then I realize, oh, that's not quite it, right? But if you get more eyes on the thing initially, then it might be easier to find the better first steps than if you just jump on it on your own, or I on my own. Yeah. Yeah, let's see what the new comments here are. I really appreciate people getting more active here. That's very nice. Let's see, what do we got? I have an issue with this mechanic because it's strangely exclusive for GLA. China and America have Horde and drones respectively, and everybody can use that. Horde and drones. Well, true, but the idea of capturing buildings is to capture the building. Yeah. It would just make it more easier to steal armies as an army, especially GLA, since you really have to hope that the enemy won't notice or just give you the army. And there's also the factor of getting your building captured because you couldn't sell it in time because of lag. Yeah, I mean, people can put their opinions in here. For me, this is not a problem, as I said. Yeah. Garrisoned infantry will shoot from model origin at 000 when there are not enough fire ports on the model. It's not a super game-breaking bug. It's mostly just annoying, and I believe most players have adapted to it. Actually, it's good that he mentioned priority. Let me add a major priority. Good that you mention priority. I do actually think it is major because when the Rocketman shoots from 000, there is a heightened chance that they will hit the terrain and deal damage to themselves, which is a bad game, which is a bad experience. Yeah. Edit. they will hit the terrain nearby and deal damage to themselves, which is a bad experience. Good. Yeah, I do think it's a major issue, and it doesn't affect all buildings equally. Some buildings have all the fire ports, and it's always nice, but there's so many buildings that don't have any fire ports or enough fire ports, and then there's always some rocket man shooting from the ground, hitting the ground, destroying the building, and everyone dies. Yeah. Very sad. Very sad. Yeah. Okay. Useless sentinel drones. Sentinel drones doesn't compete. Only one tactics. Sentinel drones. We did actually add a lot of improvements to the sentry drone. So if you go to pull requests, search for sentry drone. Oof. Copy link address. Currently, we do have a series of improvements for sentry drone already in main branch, and it's this one here. Comments. I think this actually could be closed, I guess. I don't know. Let's leave it open for now. Good. Pure 64-bit compatible. Well, this got well. Changing the compiler is not as simple as changing the compiler. That's a good statement. Okay, so we have so we have someone trying to already compile it in 64-bit. It's ambitious. Yeah. Okay, someone is trying Visual Studio 2022. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah, I will take a break here at this point. Many people try many different things. This is really nice to see. Everyone wants to see like how they can get it run best. I do have full trust into OmniBlade and Thompson's. They have a very good understanding of the dependencies and binary correctness and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I'm sure OmniBlade will build a nice build pipeline for us. And then once we have the modern solution, then we can dive in and maybe fix some of the compiler warnings. And then, yeah, and then we probably need to, we need to figure out then what we want to do, how we want to approach this. We can just fix everything now. So nice. Very nice. Yeah, I'm very happy with how things are developing. I mean, it has been now 1, 2, 3 days, 2 days, 2 days. Not yeah, not even 48 hours. Yeah. And it's if we can keep, well, I mean, it doesn't matter if, I mean, over time it's guaranteed now that we will have epic releases. It's inevitable now. Yeah. Good. Then I will take a break here, take a little bit of fresh air. Then I would say I will wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.